I need y'all to like the video, comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop. Up next, we got a young lady on TikTok explaining how she was once homeless and how she pulled herself up by her bootstraps, so she has no sympathy for anybody complaining about losing food stamps. Check it out.
I used to be homeless. I used to sleep in alleys. In the wintertime, I was sleeping on church stairs. I shoplifted from stores so that I could have something to eat that day. I was declined day after day from shelters on a waiting list because I didn't have a child, so I wasn't priority. I didn't have warm clothes, and living in New Jersey, it was so cold, it was snowing outside, and I was literally wrapped in a blanket, sleeping in the snow. Many nights I thought I wasn't gonna wake up the next morning, but I still got up the next day, and I hustled, and I went to the library. I picked up change off the ground so that I could be able to print out resumes and make me a resume. I went to the welfare office when I got my food stamps. They used to have a program where they would help you find a job, so that way you don't have to stay on government assistance. I don't know what's required of it now because I haven't had food stamps in many years, but at the time, that's what the requirement was. You had to try to get a job. I took advantage of every resource that I could find. I sat down with the welfare caseworker and I begged her to help me find anything that could help me get out of my situation. She sent me to work centers that would help with building my resume, and they would sit down and help me with interview skills. And every day I went to an interview. I spent my days sitting at the library and going to interviews. I started off with a few shitty jobs, worked my way up in those jobs, built my resume, and then started getting better jobs for myself. The point of me telling you all of this is because I am so fucking sick of people getting on the internet and talking about how desperately they need Medicaid and food stamps while they are able-bodied adults who can get the fuck up and get it for themselves. I was getting $7 an hour working at Payless, and I saved up every dollar so that I could afford me a down payment on an apartment in New Jersey. And I was 19, 20 years old at the time. Yeah, going through it. I struggled so hard every day that I was able to say this. I looked at myself and I said, when I get out of this situation, I will never go back. I'm just so sick of the excuses. Grown ass people getting on this app to talk and show how fucking lazy they are and how greedy they are and how entitled they are, that you feel every other American who is working really fucking hard to pay taxes and make a living for themselves should be funding your free life. No fucking way. I never wanted a handout from anybody. I worked so fucking hard to get where I am. I worked so fucking hard to never be homeless again. I remember at 20 years old, I walked into the mayor's office in New Jersey and I said, hey, I can't get into a shelter. Please help me. And the lady, the secretary, sat down with me and wrote me a letter to get me into an apartment because nobody would accept me. They had a program in New Jersey where you could get a one-time payment for I think it was like $1,300 to get a down payment for an apartment, and I kept getting denied. I went everywhere, and I went back to that place almost every other week to keep begging them to give me this deposit. Now, I saved up majority of my deposit, and they basically just matched me. But that lady got me that deposit because I was so persistent. Y'all are just so fucking lazy. I'm tired of it. Shut up.
When you have to struggle to achieve something, it makes you more appreciative of what it is that you have. If you don't have to struggle to achieve something and it's just given to you freely, i.e. food stamps, the appreciation for it lacks because it wasn't earned. I think that everything that's being repealed now is going to have a newfound effect where people are going to be more appreciative to the life that they have here in America because it's going to be earned. When stunting goes wrong, hey man, just walk that off. You'll be alright. Shit.
Elizabeth, you're so emotional. Like, slow down. Wait. Look at this guy. Buddy, if you want to impress my girl with a vehicle, it's going to have to be a food truck. Like, relax. All right?
I love that.
You know what I mean? This guy thinks he is.
See, that's how you handle that situation, man. You don't let nothing get under your skin. Shit, he in full control. I seen some instances where guys downright get disrespectful in the club with their girls. Crazy.
After a breakup, she's always going to win game 1. Just worry about games 2 through 7. Facts, bro. Fucking facts, bro. Fucking facts, bro. Breakup wise, man, especially if the woman the one who called the breakup, she's like 6 months ahead, 12 months ahead sometimes. She had an exit plan at least 3 months ago. This is talking about bare minimum, bro. Probably 6 months though. Sometimes it'd be years, bro. She's gonna plot her escape. She had plans before you even knew plans existed, bro. It's gonna be easy for her to find somebody else to at least entertain her at the bare minimum, bro. But the thing is, don't crash out, little bro. Don't crash out, big bro. Because life has an interesting way of balancing things out. And so for a man, you become more distinguished over time. You usually get more resources over time. Time is often in your favor as a man when it comes to the dating market. But she gonna win that game 1, my nigga. Don't even try to win that game 1. Go somewhere and try to heal, my nigga. You ain't gonna win that one. Shh, you're not gonna win that one. Go 2 through 7, bro.
Nah, they 100% right on that point. You're not gonna win game 1, but this is what you do. You come as close to a victory as humanly possible. How do you do that? You don't waste no time. Yeah, you heal whatever that emotional shit is, but you start leveling up. Even if that look like hitting the gym or finding a game plan to get to the bread and really like committing yourself through that. Because what's gonna happen is that once that relationship is over, you're gonna start to realize that you have astronomically a lot more time and money. So if you harness that newfound power you got called independence, you can level up in ways where you can have your pick of the litter and you'll get back on that bitch.
You ever had that bad day at work where it's like, man, all it takes is one little thing and it just really piss you off? You're like, man, I'm about to, damn. Yeah, damn. I'm ready to go home. You know what? I'm finna quit this job. I've been getting ready to quit anyway. You know what? Yeah, this is my last day. I'm finna retire.
I ain't even really I don't even feel bad for them because I know they get paid big bucks to be up there doing that shit. When I'm really surprised that zoom out feature was crazy.
Tell me who the hell Rachel is?
No, it's Jack.
No, it isn't. Someone named Rachel is calling your phone right now.
No, it's Jack.
Who is she?
Answer it. It's Jack.
Oh, it is? Okay, let's see. Hello? Oh, hi, Jack. Yeah, here he is. Why is Jack's name Rachel on your phone?
Because if it said Jack was calling, then you wouldn't have brought me my phone, would you?
Yeah, he got mind control over Debo, you heard me? That's how women are. So goddamn nosy. If you told them the truth, they wouldn't believe it. They gotta see for themselves. Easily fall into traps. So gullible.
So, you ever notice that women will always blame everything on men? Like, literally, a man is always the problem in the relationship. They be done broke up, and the woman will be venting to her girlfriend, and she'll say, girl, I did nothing in a relationship. Like, she was perfect, right? These women be delusional. Like, she was perfect. Girl, it was him. He did this, and this. Let me just tell you guys that you guys be the problem, too. You guys definitely be the problem, too. First of all, a lot of y'all lack accountability. A lot of y'all don't even know how to cater to a man. A lot of y'all don't even have a clue as to what a man needs, okay? So, with that being said, a lot of y'all be causing just as many issues in a relationship and the lack of communication and the issues that you guys have just as much as men do. I'm gonna just put that out there because I'm tired of seeing women talk about how everything's a man's fault. It's just wild to me. No type of accountability. No type of accountability. No, boo-boo. You cause issues in that relationship too. Yeah, it takes two to tango, sweetheart. It's not always the man, okay? So let me just be the woman to tell you that you need to start looking in that mirror, holding yourself accountable, and stop blaming men for everything.
No, they be the problem, period. That's what it is. The problem, period. I find it weird that men and women do this same exact thing where they try and sparse out blame equally. And if someone isn't accountable and they have a hard time being accountable, 9 times out of 10 that person is going to be the problem in the relationship, because there's no way for you to fix anything that they got going wrong. Everybody's going to have work to do, but when one is not accountable, then that is just the problem alone. Accountability. You know, we know which gender is less accountable than the other.
See, in y'all head, y'all think hurting a nigga is going out there and being fucking somebody else or talking to somebody close to him. That shit ain't hurt him. You can only hurt a man by not responding to his fucked up actions. You hurt a man by continuing being good to him. Cause he gonna realize eventually, like, damn, like, she ain't never did me no wrong. He gonna realize, like, damn, I'm fucked up. Like, all this dirt I've been doing, and she still been so good to me. But once you start fucking and sucking everything, he don't give a fuck. He just lose our respect for you, no matter if he hit it again or fuck with you and be in your face. Better believe when he find that girl who still treat him good, even after the wrongs, he fucking with her, he going that way. He don't give a fuck about the chemistry, how long y'all was talking. Soon you go out there and start popping that twat, spot no longer secure.
To keep it 1,000, she right 100% for the ones who've been kept and you can't make it to the next level, which is marriage. That means that you probably got some internal work to do that you need to fix. If you dealing with a nigga that is constantly doing you wrong, that means that you probably got some work to do, because you keep attracting those type of men. You have something that you need to fix. But outside of that, if you work on yourself, stay dedicated to working on yourself, look good, you're gonna attract the right guy. But you have to be healed too, and you probably should have like a man that isn't interested in you in a romantic sense to help you vet better. Usually like your father or brother or something, not like your male best friend, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that nigga wants to hit. He just waiting in the wing.
Whoever did that, it was not funny. All right, just because classes are online does not mean I will tolerate pranks.
Mrs. Baxter, you had us all on mute.
What?
Yeah.
That's enough of your jokes. One of you.
No, Miss Baxter, we could all see plain as day that we all had our mute icon. You were the only one with the sound on.
Fine.
Oh, funky booty ass. She tried her best to play that shit off so gutter, and then gonna give it up at the end talk about something fine. It's a damn shame.
I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. Good men be right in front of your face, but they'll never reveal themselves to you unless they know you right up here. If you ain't right up here, they will never reveal themselves to you. They know they worth, they know they value, and they got boundaries. Better believe they ain't negotiating.
When you're right, you're right. You're right again. When you try to play with a good nigga, he ain't about to go through none of those hoops. He ain't about to deal with none of that bullshit that you do to them other niggas. And ain't nothing up for question. You either on board or not. Ain't no in between. He not gonna waste your time, and he definitely ain't gonna waste his time. For sure. You can keep on stepping. There's a line, sweetheart. Look, you can keep on going. Look, I ain't got time for this bullshit. My shit is together, okay? I don't gotta deal with none of this shit. Go ahead and deal with Pookie over there. He'll tell you all the little bullshit ass lies you wanna hear to make you feel good. You could tone police him. He'll tolerate your attitude. Me, one and done.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now.
If you made it this far, check out the video we just did where a lady was ranting on TikTok saying that Trump's bill would starve us all. And it's just pure evil. Check it out right here.